Question number 14. A computer application generates a sequence of musical notes using the following function. F of n equals 6 times 16 to the power of n, where n is the number of the notes in the sequence and f of n is the note frequency in hertz. Which function will generate the same note sequence as f of n? So all we're doing here is I just want to say, how can I move things around here just using my rules of multiplication, commutative associative property, and rules with exponents, such that the thing in my question will be the same as one of these answers. And you just kind of have to look at each one of these questions and try it out in your head. If I try to do this second one, so let me get 6 times 16n, and then we'll try 12 to 4n. So if we think about this over here, the 6 times 16 and the n, I can try and do something to get this to go to that. So if I try to get the, let's see, there's a fourth root coming out over here, and this is turning to 12. So if I try to maybe get the fourth root of 16, well, the fourth root of 16 is going to be 2. So I'll get 2 to the fourth root, but then this 6, there's no way for it to turn to 12 unless I take that 2 out there. So I don't think it's that answer. We can try a couple other things. Maybe I want to try answer choice 2. Let's see how that one works. So that was 6 times 2, and it was what, n to the fourth? 4n. Well, this kind of looks just like the original one, except this time the 2 works out. I get the 2 power of 4 and n. And the 6 over there, I'm thinking that this might be my answer. Problem with this is I just did a bunch of work in my head and I know these rules and stuff like that. Here's another way you can do it, just using the calculator, and it's going to help you out. So first thing I want you to do, I know I showed this in an earlier video, but in case you come to this question and you're not sure how to do it, we're going to start by stowing 12.3. I'm going to stow, press that, I didn't even show the stow button. I'm going to press that stow button right down there to get that arrow. So here, I guess I'll just do it again. 12.3, stow. I'm just choosing this because if you have some integer number, it might mess up in certain rare cases. So I'm just choosing some random decimal that's probably not going to show up. And I'm going to store it in my x variable. And so now I can actually evaluate and test these different expressions. So I'm trying to test if 6 times 16 to the power of n, well, I've got x, so I'll use to the power of x. I want to test if that's equal to this first one we tried over here. So to test if they're equal, you go into your test button over there. Second, hit the math button, will go to test. You can check things are equal by using that equal sign there. So I'm going to check that. And I just want to test if it's equal to this. I'll plug that right in there. 12 times 2 to the power of x. And if I get a 1, it means it likes it. If I get a 0, it means it does not like it. And I'm forgetting I put x, but I'm supposed to be putting 4x. So let me fix that. 4x. Try this out. It gives me 0 points. That cannot be my right answer. So let's take this 2 buttons up to select it, copy it, bring it down here. And let's keep, everything is the same for answer choice 2, except instead of a 12, it's a 6. So I'll scroll over to that 12 over there, delete one number, put a 6 in its place. And this is what I thought was the right answer. Let's check to see if it's right. Hey, it did give me a point. These two evaluate to be the same. It gave me a point. That means we got this answer correct. So it's going to be answer choice 2. And you can really use this strategy of plugging things in for a lot of different questions on this exam. So I'm going to keep showing this method in case it helps you.